Hello and welcome to the Contemporary Art Evening Auction happening here at Sotheby's London on October the 14th. It's an exciting moment for the city. Frieze London and Frieze Masters return after a forced 2-year hiatus, and the October sale always marks the most dynamic moment in the annual Sotheby's calendar. This year, it feels like everything is fizzing with even more energy. Right, so I've got about half an hour let loose to explore this important sale with you. And as you would expect, there are those big names, Richter, Boetti, those post-war masters. But they're joined by the new kids on the block, artists I love, like Flora Yuknovic and Titus Kaffar. And also big names in contemporary art. We've got Freud, Schrager, and even Banksy. Come on, let's dive in. It's fitting that we're greeted by 3 works by Gerhard Richter. He's a painter that's a huge source of inspiration for so many artists around the world. Joining me to talk about these impressive works is James Sevier. Hello, James. Richter's been interrogating how to make an image and how an image is received for over 6 decades. And you really feel the power coming off these walls. Were these conceived as a triptych?
No, they weren't. They're actually 3 individual works, and we're selling them next week as individual works, but they do look extraordinary together. Yeah. And it's so rare to have 3 paintings of this quality in the same private collection that have been together for over 35 years. They're coming from the Helga and Walter Lauf's collection, which is one of the most extraordinary and important European collections of post-war art. And in fact, these paintings have never left Germany. They've been in the same collection ever since.
Wow, okay. I mean, you really feel the energy pulsating on them. Of course, Richter brought the squeegee into art history. He brings this sponge in, he starts working the canvas with this kind of unpredictable method. But I can also see paintbrush marks here. So is this a kind of turning point for him?
Absolutely. 1985 was the turning point for Richter, certainly in that decade, but I think one of the biggest moments in his career. In fact, he had his first shows in America in 1985. He had his first show with Marion Goodman and with Sperona Westwater. And in 1985, you see this shift in his work from painting purely with the brush to really working with the squeegee. And this painting in the 2 panels on the left and right, you see this kind of almost battle between the squeegee and the brush. There's a push and a pull, you know, creating with one hand and then scraping back with another. And as a result, you've got an amazing thickness of the paint in all these paintings, a thickness of paint that's actually unrivaled in most of his abstract paintings.
Yeah, I mean, it's extraordinary. It's almost like 3-dimensional in these parts here. He's an artist, of course, who was known for really bringing photography into the world of painting, brought them together as bedfellows and allowed them to kind of interrogate one another, where the boundary between, you know, realism and abstraction began and end. And of course, looking at this, you think of him as a master who's really making us think about what we're looking at and thinking about depth and thinking about what is it to be abstract.
Absolutely, and Richter has described his paintings as photography by another means. And you have to look at his abstract paintings in the same lineage of his early photo paintings and where he went from there. In the early 1980s, he was producing the candle paintings, and from there he went into the landscape paintings. And in 1984-85, there's this dramatic shift, and he suddenly produces these extraordinary, bright, textured, abstract paintings that from there really influenced the rest of his career. You can see why artists all over the world cite him as such a source of inspiration. There's like a million lessons in this painting, isn't there? Absolutely, and Richter is without parallel. He's an artist like no other, both in terms of the versatility and the quality and the range of what he's produced. I mean, he combines Rothko and Pollock and de Kooning and all these other artists, but rather than trying to make the picture plane a sacred space, he's challenging it. He's trying to make it contemporary and bringing, as you said, photography and painting together. I mean, it is very challenging, it's very beautiful, and you know what? It's electrifying. I think it's given me loads of energy for today. Thank you so much, James. Thank you.
Right, we're leaving Germany to come to Italy and look at a group of post-war Italian artists. Artists like Castellani, who are really pushing and pulling between different mediums. You've got these nails underneath this canvas threatening the surface, so it becomes incredibly sculptural. And really, Castellani is part of a really exciting group of young men who were interrogating what art was and how it should be made. And what I really want to look at is this Boetti, and I'm joined by Isabel Pagman. Hello, Isabel. I mean, it feels so painterly, but it's not a painting. Tell us what it is.
It's a tapestry. Essentially was handmade, and the idea came from Boetti, but he didn't actually execute it. So when we think back of the arte povera, having a work that comes out of hand-woven material is obviously very interesting. This is part of a series that he developed from the late 60s, early 70s, right up until 89, with enormous geopolitical changes. And they are very, very meticulously executed, take a very long time to make. So this one, being a super big example of the mapas, is actually very rare. We see the beautiful shimmer that even the borders and every aspect of this work has. So yes, it has that quality of a painting, maybe, yet it's completely made out of thread.
And so it's a vision of the world by Boetti. So he's taken each country and delineated it with the sort of image of its map. So really kind of underscoring the sense of people and the constructed notion of what a nation is.
Yes, like many artists, he is incredibly interested in the world, our planet, and also in the fluid boundaries that exist between nations, which obviously within that period of time have also evolved a lot.
Yeah.
And his maps throughout these 20 years that they were made really reflected that.
Yeah, I mean, of course, because you've got the fall of the Berlin Wall, so there's the idea of this map actually becoming like a relic of a past world as the world moves on in a geopolitical sense. It's also fascinating to me that not only did he not make it, but where it was made.
In Afghanistan, yes. So he would outsource this, again with the idea that the artist is the initiator of the idea, and it was then created with an element of chance, or maybe an element of error sometimes that could happen, which was part of the beauty of the creation here, human-made. So sometimes these backgrounds are actually a completely different color. We expect the sea to be blue, but you can find maps where it's pink or purple even, which are these wonderful variations.
And you can see sort of variations within it. I mean, you know that this is not machine-made. But then for me, that brings it back to that idea of playing with the medium, because it feels even more painterly as a consequence, all the different slight tones in the blue. Well, it's an absolutely arresting, beautiful thing to look at. Thank you so much, Isabel. Now, from one artist pushing the boundaries of how an artwork is made and received to another, who in fact did so here at Sotheby's. And joining me to talk about a work which is fast becoming iconic is Emma Baker. Emma, you were here when Sotheby's got Banksy'd.
I was. It was 3 years ago, so it's come back just over 3 years later. And what an event it was. It was quite extraordinary and quite stressful to be going through.
So the work enters the auction room as one piece, Girl with a Balloon from 2006. The hammer goes down.
It does, and it becomes something else entirely. So, you know, a lot of people have focused on the fact that Banksy destroyed his own artwork during the auction, but actually he created an artwork. You know, it was Girl with Balloon, dated from 2006, and a few days later, after the auction happened, it became Love is in the Bin from 2018. So yeah, it's just remarkable in that sense how we were all there, this event happened, and it's kind of a moment in history now.
I mean, it took everybody by surprise. You can see the footage of people watching the thing seem to slip out of the frame and start to shred. It was supposed to completely shred, and so therefore be called Love is in the Bin, so you would have had all these shredded fragments in the bin.
So the idea, and Banksy put this on his own Instagram, so after it happened at the auction, he put all these series of videos up saying, back in 2006, I put a shredder in a painting waiting for one day when it would come to auction. And then there was another video that he released where it said, it worked in rehearsals every time. And you could see it just coming through and then totally ending up on the floor in the bin, which is why it was called Love is in the Bin, but it didn't do that. It malfunctioned, it stopped halfway through, and the result is this, which I think ultimately is a more powerful work.
Yeah, I mean, arguably it worked out beautifully that it sort of supposedly backfired in some way. So there's a huge precedent for destruction as a mode of creation in art history.
Totally.
You think of Rauschenberg erasing de Kooning's drawing, or Jean Tinguely making these kind of works that deconstructed in front of the art world's eyes.
Totally.
The Chapman brothers with Goya. I mean, it's part of a whole art tradition. I mean, it's cheeky, isn't it? But it's also very powerful and clever. I mean, it's a very, very perceptive insight into the mechanization of the art world.
Totally, and you know, that's what Banksy was doing. He was making a comment on value, on money, the art world, and the establishment. And this is who Banksy is. He's totally anti-establishment.
Yeah.
You know, we're not the first institution to have been Banksied. I know you know this.
Yeah, I used to work at the British Museum and I got Banksy.
Yeah, exactly. So like around 2004, he was pranking, or not pranking, or just doing these performances, these artistic happenings where he was inserting his own works in these revered institutions, such as the British Museum. He did it with Tate, he did it with MoMA, he did it with the Louvre. So, I mean, 2018, he did it with us. And I think it was a moment in his market where prices were beginning to just go a little bit nuts. And I think he wanted to play with that and to really pull the rug from out from under us. And we fell for it hook, line and sinker.
But I suppose the irony is he's become an even more popular artist. He's become even more famous. His Instagram went through the roof. People came and queued in the rain to see this.
They did.
I mean, it wasn't the end of the story. It was almost just the beginning of a totally new chapter.
Totally. A new era for Banksy. I think, you know, as an observer seeing this event, it's brought his work to a lot more people, a lot more collectors we see purchasing or bidding for works by Banksy, not just sort of people interested in street art. It's people who are interested in present-day masterpieces. So someone might bid on a Monet, they also might bid on a Banksy like this. So it really has opened out his work to a whole different remit of people and just reinforced his relevance and his importance as an artist today.
Yeah, well, it's exciting to see it come back. Well, obviously the whole world is going to be watching this one go under the hammer.
Absolutely, and we're just hoping that it's going to be a lot less stressful than last time.
Thank you, Emma.
Thank you.
Now, from an anonymous artist who used stealth with a little help of electronics to produce a work, to someone who used their body in a radical way to produce a painting, I'm here to talk to Marina Ruiz-Coloma about this work, which is very dynamic, and it feels even more dynamic when you know how it was made. Tell us.
Yeah, so this painting was made by Kazuo Shiraga in 1961. He was part of the Kutai Art Association, and what this association was all about was making new work every day. His technique was very particular. He would hang a rope from the ceiling and then pour the paint directly onto the canvas, which he had placed on the floor, and then he would swing from this rope. And we can see here the gestures of him traversing the canvas with his feet. It's such a tactile canvas, but also we can almost feel the physicality of Shiraga swinging across the canvas and making these wide sweeping gestures and pushing the paint all around the canvas.
I mean, it's just extraordinary, the idea of the acrobatic painter. And this is not just a visceral, extraordinary work, it's also conceptual. Tell me about what it's based on.
Absolutely. This work is part of the Water Margin series, which are all based on the tales of the Water Margin. This is a Chinese classic. It's an epic novel that was written in the 14th century. And Shiraga was given a copy, an illustrated copy, when he was a teenager, and he became absolutely obsessed. This sparked a great interest in Chinese culture in general. And all the works in this series are titled after the names of the characters in the novel. There's 108 of them. And some of them were heavenly creatures, others were earthly demons, and they all fought this war. And we can almost feel this sense of a battle, epic battle going on the surface of this canvas.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm not familiar with 14th century classical Chinese literature, but I want to be after I look at this painting. And I know that it comes from a very special collection, belonging to an artist. I love it when an artist loves other artists.
This is the greatest honor for us to be able to offer a work that has belonged in the collection of Anish Kapoor. And it's not only an incredible thing to be able to offer something with an amazing provenance, but also to get a glimpse into the mind of someone who is an artist himself, but who is also a collector, and who, which artists he appreciates and he thinks of, and maybe he is inspired by when he's producing his own work. I personally see a glimpse of Kapoor in these canvases, his interest in pigment and this beautiful colors, but also the expressivity of the paint, how he's interested in the materials, in the texture. You can almost see everything in this canvas.
Yeah, they're two radical artists. You can see them here together,
Absolutely.
communing in some way.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Marina.
Thank you.
We're moving on from a visceral abstract painting now to an early drawing by Lucian Freud, a very finely detailed work. Joining me to talk about it is Tom Edison. Hello, Tom. Tell me, where is Freud in his life when he makes this?
So this is a work on paper from 1951. So Freud is in his early 30s at this point and really had been working in earnest for the past decade, really. This is a really fascinating point in his career. This is a painting in Connemara in the west coast of Ireland. And he went there for the second time in 1951 with his then wife, Anne. And it really was the start of a love affair with Freud and Ireland. And what we see here is a really wonderful, meticulously executed, with high degrees of scrutiny and observation, which is so emblematic of Freud's career from his works on paper in the 40s and early 50s throughout his paintings. And if you look closely here, you just see such painstaking detail and observation. You have this wonderful steamboat on the shore of Connemara. This was a boat, I think, which used to take day trippers from sort of Cashel Hill, which you can see in the distance. But what Freud's done here really is you really get a sort of focus. You see he's left all of the sky, left the shore, and it's really pinpointed down onto the main focus of what he's looking at.
It's amazing, isn't it? Because he allows the paper to do the work for him, so you really get the sense of the time and space. All this, half of it's blank, really, but yet it feels like a very intense, very realistic kind of work. I mean, the different styles of cross-hatching, I mean, it's like he's looking at someone like Ghirlandaio, an Italian Renaissance master. This is magnificent.
Yeah, it really is so tight and focused, and when you step back, you don't quite see all the details. You say it's sort of this big mass, but it's so linear, and you get to see little boats further down the shore and this Connemara pony next to the wall who's tied up.
And so at this stage, it's not like he's making lots and lots of paintings. I mean, drawing really is at the core of his practice.
Yeah, pretty much from the 40s, the predominant nature of his work was works on paper. And you get a few paintings in the late 40s of his wife, Kitty Garman, and a few other protagonists. But really, drawing was the real focus. He was so intent on it. And it really stems the foundations of the rest of his career.
Yeah.
When we think of his paintings, you know, the grand, big, broad brushstroke paintings of the sort of 90s and 2000s, the foundations of which are that huge, meticulous observation that was so prevalent here in this drawing.
Well, it just has this absolutely beautiful, powerful, quiet energy. Thank you so much, Tom.
Thank you, Kate.
Moving on from a British master to less established names, I'm going to be talking to Hugo Cobb about these artists. Hi, Hugo.
Yeah, these are our young and emerging artists in the sale. Many of them are appearing in a Sotheby's evening sale for the first time.
Great.
This is Miriam Khan.
Yeah.
We have this wonderful painting by Hilary Petches. This from the South African artist Singer Sampson. And this amazing group portrait by Salman Tour.
Wow, I mean, I really love Frieze Week because it is about seeing the greats, but it's also about experimentation, all these younger voices. Yeah. I mean, this for me is such a good example of that. Flora Yuknovic, who I used to live down the road from.
Yeah, this one we're really particularly excited about. I think first and foremost, this is just a dazzling painting. The pure energy of the brushstrokes and the way that she blends figurative and abstract modes of depiction. You know, that's something that's really, really intentional by this artist. She's spoken about blending the macho abstraction of the contemporary era with the prettiness of the old masters.
Yeah, and of course, she's an artist who's only born in 1990, but she rubs shoulders so seamlessly with those Rococo masters.
Absolutely, yeah, and out of them, I would say that Fragonard is the one that this picture is most directly based from.
Yeah.
But she's not just adopting their language and imitating it, she's actually subverting it. You know, where Fragonard was creating these very pretty, as we say, scenes full of blushing nudes, they were absolutely titillation for the male gaze. Meanwhile, Yuknovic's figures refused to be seen. So it's a very, very intentional point there.
Yeah, she really subverts that traditional male gaze in art
Absolutely,
history.
yeah.
And actually she gives us a painting for the 21st century. And I love the way that you kind of are pushed and pulled, thinking about the figures, but then thinking about the brushstrokes, and actually the bravery of it, to have it be so dynamic with the drips of paint here, these really quite aggressive marks at the top, and actually just passages where you have bare canvas. So there's a lot happening.
I mean, it's extraordinary that she's so technically skilled at such a young age.
Yeah.
And although we speak about the old masters a lot, standing in front of her work, I think you can also look to contemporary painters, particularly Cecily Brown, who she's regularly compared with.
And so this is the first time in the evening sale for her.
Yeah, and I think it's really, really exciting to show Yuknavit's work alongside such painters as Gerhard Richter, Bridget Riley, Yayoi Kusama, and see her rubbing shoulders with these guys and absolutely going toe-to-toe with them.
Yeah, really deserving her place. Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens. It's a really special work. Thank you.
Thank you, Kate.
From one artwork that brings the ideals of art history through to the present age to another. And joining me to talk about it is Antonia Gardner here in the Contemporary Art Day Sale. Antonia, this is by Titus Kaffar, and it's quite a thing to look at.
Indeed it is. So this is one of his iconic shred paintings. It's Martyr from 2008. It's one of our top lots of the day sale. To make these, as you can probably see from the work itself, it takes a huge amount of work. He first copies old master paintings, really very delicately painting them, and then he uses all sorts of different methods to kind of cut, puncture. Some of them are covered up. He uses oil rag to kind of deconstruct the image.
So this one's really been shredded, and it looks like it started out quite precise with a scalpel, and then obviously it's got very frenetic, and there's this amazing push and pull, and you get these almost these puncture marks as well.
Yeah, exactly. So he cuts through them again. As you say, it's very precise way of cutting through them, and in doing so, he kind of really references this long art historical lineage where, you know, artists like Lucio Fontana slash through the canvas, opening up two-dimensional space to the three dimensions. And here he uses it to address kind of art history and the kind of the blank spots in art history, you know, where black figures have been ignored by art history.
So it's a sort of a very exciting moment where you have an African-American artist in the 21st century looking back at art history, but repurposing it, using it to his own ends, and actually giving us something entirely new. I mean, it's a performative kind of art, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah, there's a lot of performance in it, and you kind of, the final result is very much, you can feel the processes that he's been through to create them.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's very physical in its being as well.
There's another work over here which is so physical I can feel it kind of pulsating
emanating
off the wall. This is by Jade Fado-Jatimi. She must be one of the youngest artists in the sale.
Yeah, she's one of the youngest, and actually she's the youngest in the whole Tate collection, which is a super exciting thing. And this is a muddled mind that's never confined. And what's particularly incredible about this work is the extraordinary colour that you just mentioned. She takes her influence from all sorts of different places, anime, and that Japanese influence you can definitely get from the present work.
Yeah, I mean, I think what's amazing is that the colour palette is so robust and that it's so seamless, but yet actually there's fluoro in here, things are clashing with each other, there's things which are translucent and gentle, other parts which are kind of quite aggressive. There's an entire kind of cacophony of noise being marshalled by her here.
Definitely, and she kind of creates them very much as a sense of identity. You know, there's this real playfulness to them as well, kind of elements of childhood with these really, as you mentioned, the fluoro colours popping through. It's just an extraordinary cacophony of brushworks, as you say.
So do you think that this really is a sort of painting about her identity or finding identity, or are we looking at kind of like an inner psychological working of this young artist's mind?
She's spoken a lot about how it's reconstructing her identity on the canvas, and I think that's very much what you see here. You know, there's moments of calm, these kind of huge moments of passion and injection of colour and vibrancy in it.
Yeah, wow. I mean, it feels like it has just literally been painted. Yeah, and it just feels like it's still wet. It feels like the energy of her is still on the wall.
And it is. This is from 2021, and it's actually being sold to benefit WWF and Art for Your Climate, which is a really amazing cause of how kind of bringing the art world into the climate issues that are happening in the world today.
Oh, okay, amazing. Well, I love it even more then. Thank you so much, Antonia.
No problem. Thank you.
From one artwork charting a complex emotional landscape to another. And joining me to talk about it is Oliver Barker, who's actually the auctioneer for the Contemporary Art Evening sale.
Hello, Kate. Good morning.
Hello, Ollie. I mean, I've just seen the Rega exhibition at the Tate Britain, and I was just staggered. She's just such a singular artistic force.
You know, I think it's so right. When you look at the surface of these pictures, it's very difficult to tell kind of the dense complexity of everything that's really going on behind them. But this is no different. This is a work which was created at the beginning of a series called the Dog Woman series in 1994, when Paula was coming to terms really with the death of her husband, Victor Willing. And of course, you know, she, up until that point, hadn't really been an artist in her own right, but of course she begins to eclipse him, of course, and very much in pictures like this. And I think the Dog Woman series really is all about women being sort of trivialized almost as a bestial force, but of course it's much more. It's womanhood sort of really being celebrated on its own sort of shape, and also taking a wide range of influences, in this case actually from Portuguese kind of legends, in fact, of a woman, in fact, who lived in isolation and went mad living in isolation, with wind sort of coming down her sort of chimney, and ended up eating and devouring the animals that were around her. Very Rego-esque stuff, really.
Especially post-lockdown, thinking about the madness of isolation.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. But, you know, I think that here is an artist really at the height of her powers.
Yeah.
Not only sort of in terms of kind of addressing the kind of the man-woman and the divide between the two, but also kind of technically really attacking, you know, pastel. And I look at these pastels, and this one being actually on canvas, and feel this is, you know, the best pastel kind of technique maker since Degas.
Yeah.
You know, the level of kind of, you know, mastery of that medium, a notoriously difficult medium, is quite extraordinary. And I think the other thing also is that this work is notable as the end of the Dog Woman series, the very last one. And it's titled Good Dog. And you can see that she, autobiographically in the picture, is taking this somewhat subservient sort of pose, almost looking up at her master to say, yes, I've been good, but at the same time being assertive and being strong and being feminine. There's so much going on here.
Yeah, I mean, always with Rega, you get all of this psychological depth. I mean, it's very compelling. Well, I've had the most glorious time sluicing my way through art history with all these amazing pictures. Thank you so much for having me, and I'm going to hand over to you for the closing remarks.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks, Ollie.
Ladies and gentlemen, in addition to today's tour, you of course have the opportunity of viewing our sales physically here at Sotheby's in New Bond Street, and we are opening our doors on Saturday the 9th of October at midday. And of course, all of the pictures and works of art you've seen today are also online. Sotheby's.com, where you can see the highlights of the day sale, which is taking place. The bidding opens, in fact, on the 8th of October, concluding on the 15th of October. And again, all of the details of the works are available on Sotheby's.com. The evening sale of contemporary art will be taking place from 6 p.m. on the 14th of October. And of course, as usual, in our own unique style, we will be live streaming that auction through Sotheby's.com and our Facebook channels as well. And we very much look forward to welcoming you physically, virtually. If our experts can be on hand, please reach out to them, contact them as well. They very much look forward to helping, either online again or indeed over the telephone and emails, both in London here, Europe, Asia, and New York. And after that, thank you very much for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed the tour, and we very much look forward to welcome you here at Sotheby's.
J'ai fait un daydream comme un split screen. J'ai fait un daydream. La dopamine m'anime.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to Sotheby's in London. For the very first time since the pandemic, we are thrilled to welcome back some 200 clients into our sales room, together with my colleagues on the telephone banks and, of course, the participants online. My name is Oliver Barker, and I will be your auctioneer for our contemporary art evening sale, presented in partnership with the French fashion house and luxury goods brand CELINE House. London is most definitely the place to be this week, and in the spirit of the Frieze and Frieze Masters art fairs currently taking place, our auction tonight will offer the classic names in post-war art side by side with the most exciting artists emerging onto the marketplace. The sale will be led by a trio of exemplary abstract Gerhard Richter paintings acquired 35 years ago by the eminent German collectors Helga and Walter Laus, and together they are estimated between 17 and 23 million pounds. And tonight, of course, we will also see the return of Banksy's famous shredded artwork, Love is in the Bin, almost 3 years exactly to the date since the painting shredded in this very room following the artist's intervention. And just before we get into the action, a few housekeeping notes. As your auctioneer, I may open the bidding on any lot by placing a bid on behalf of the seller. I may further bid on behalf of the seller up to the amount of the reserve by placing responsive or consecutive bids for a lot. For those who are intending to bid, please note the following. Please note that there is a guarantee on lot number 32, and please further note that there is a guarantee and an irrevocable bid on each of the following lots. That's numbers 8, 10, 14, 16, 17, 18, and 23. Please note, too, that the following lot has been withdrawn. That's number 25. And without further ado, we're going to start with property from the El Namir collection in Beirut, the Adel Adnan. Of course, the first time, it's the auction debut that she's making in an evening sale with this fabulous picture here. The Untitled on my left, and painted in 1973 after she'd moved back to Beirut. This is a magnificent example of her coveted abstract landscapes. And I'm going to start here with some interest already at £30,000. So 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000. I'm taking from you 80,000, 90,000, 100,000 is my bid, 120,000. And I'm out to £120,000. At £120,000 is Ashkan's bidder at 120,000. Clearing the commission bid, 140,000 is bid. Thank you, Michael, 160,000. At 160,000, give me 80, please. At 160,000 on this side. Are you bidding, Isabel? 160, 180 is bid now with Michael. And against you, David, at £180,000. Give me 200,000, please. 200,000. There it is. Isabel Parkman ahead of you again, David, at £200,000. It's with Isabel Parkman, 250,000. Thank you, Mike, at 250,000. Next bid is 300,000. At 250,000 with Michael Macaulay here at £250,000. At 250,000 with the telephone bid further there in the corner at 250,000. At 250,000 is your bid, Mike, at £250,000. 300,000. With 250,000, next bid is, I'll take 280 from you. At 250,000 here, it's Mike's bid at 250,000. Selling to Mike currently at £250,000. And against you, Michael, here. No, I said before, I'm not taking 260. Next bid's 280. At 250,000, still with Mike at 250,000. Give me 80, please. At 250,000, looking for 280. At £250,000. Still with you, Michael, at 250. And against you all at £250,000. At 250. You're saying more? At 250,000 against you, Bassi. It's against you there, James, too. At £250,000. Fair warning now, £250,000. I'm going to sell it here. At 250,000. You're going to bid? Last chance here. 270 I'll take. At £270,000 now. We got there a little bit higher than I wanted to go, but or less than I wanted to go, but 270,000 is bid. 280 now, I'll take it from you, Mike, now. At this point at 280, give me 90. At 280,000, still here, at 280,000 pounds. Give me 90. At 280,000, it's Mike's bidder and selling. Fair warning now, at 280,000, fair warning and selling. David, are you coming in? Make it worth my while. At 280,000, say one more, at 280,000 pounds, I'm going to sell it now. Fair warning, it's Mike's bidder, off to a great start, at 280,000 pounds. Thank you, Mike, it's yours. It's paddle number 130,000, Mike Macaulay. Thank you, Mike, very much indeed. And ladies and gentlemen, we move on to the pitches, the Hillary pitches, the summer patio painting. Showing here on my left this fabulous thing, and as you can hear, already a cluster of bidders lining up, the telephone bidders. I'm going to start the bidding already at 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100,000, 100, 110, 120 is my bid against you, Antonia, at 120,000 pounds. In the book at 120,000 pounds. 130, I'm out, James, it's your bid. At 130,000 pounds. 150, thank you, Antonia, 150,000 pounds. With Antonia Gardner at 150,000 pounds. Here at 150,000. You're bidding up front at 150. At 150,000 pounds. Back with Antonia Gardner at 150,000. Any more? 150. 180 now. James's bid at 180,000 pounds. Give me 200,000, Antonia, at 180,000. Still with James Sevier here. At 180,000 pounds here. At 180. At 180,000. 160? I'll take from you then, James. At 160,000 pounds. It's back with James now, 160,000 now. Looking for 170, Antonia, from you, please. At 160,000. Say one more. At 160. It's your bid, James, at 160,000. And selling it here at 160,000 pounds. It's against you, Ashkan. It's against you, Antonia. And I need 70 from you. At 160. At 160,000 pounds. Fair warning now. You out, Antonia? Thank you for confirming that. Ashkan? Are you out or are you in? At 160, last chance now, I'm going to sell at 160,000 pounds. Thank you, James. That's yours. That's number 124. At lot number 3, we have an Untitled study by Avery Singer, whose record has been broken 3 times at auction. This year alone, in Hong Kong and in New York. It's a wonderful example showing here on my left the Untitled study. And starting the bid here at 120,000, 130,000, 140,000, now 140,000 pounds, at 140,000 pounds. Anybody say 150? At 140,000, 150,000. Haley's bid at 160 now. I have against you, Haley. With the commission bid at 160,000 pounds. At 160,000, 170. Thank you, James. I'm out now. It's your bid at 170,000. At 170. With James Francis Fox on the telephone now, 170,000. 180 is bid now. Antonia's bid at 180,000 pounds. At 180. It's back with Antonia. It's against you, James, now. 180. It's still in the room. 190 is your bid. You heard him. At 190. At 190,000 pounds. At 190. Say 200. Okay. At 190,000. 200,000. Thank you, Antonia. It's your bid now at 200,000 pounds. Antonia Gardner here at 200,000. All on this side. Telephone bidders, anyone over there want to take a part? At 200,000. Hugo, you coming in, please? No? At 200,000, still with Antonia. On this side, and selling, do we have online bidding? At 200,000 pounds, and I'm going to sell it. Last chance. At At 200,000 pounds. We're just having a couple of problems getting the online bidding working. At 200,000, you want me to wait just a second? Yes? At 200,000, we're just going to wait 1 second just to get the online bidding resolved at 200,000 pounds. As we look forward to the Banksy coming up soon at 200,000. Here we are for the Avery Singer at 200,000 pounds. 200. At 200,000 pounds. At 200,000. Any more? At 200,000 pounds. It's still yours. Thank you, Antonio, at 200,000 pounds. Ben, how are we getting on? At 200,000 pounds. At 200,000 pounds. At 200,000 pounds. Are we going to go on at 200,000 pounds? At 200,000. At 200,000 pounds now. How are we getting on? At 200,000 pounds. I think we're just rebooting our system. At 200,000 pounds. At 200,000. At 200,000. Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. Still at 200,000? How's it going? At 200,000 pounds? Yep, 200,000 pounds. Antonia, we're back online. Thank you. It's your bid at 200,000. You're bidding at home online at 200,000 pounds. It's here on the telephone. I'm going to sell it this time. Fair warning, for 200,000 pounds. Thank you, Antonia. It's paddle number 35. Thank you so much. And lot number 4 is the Flora Yuknevik Solar's View. Thank you very much indeed. Hopefully showing on the screens. Here it is, showing on my right. I'll have what she's having, this wonderful painting that's been very well exhibited in our galleries. A lot of interest in the picture, wonderful thing here, showing on the screens, acquired from Paraffin Gallery, of course, this fabulous picture. And I want to start the bidding here at £40,000. So 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, now 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000, 100,000, 120,000, 120,000, 150,000, 150, 180, now 200,000, 250,000, we say 300,000, 350, 400,000, 450, thank you very much, 450,000 here in the room at £450,000. Ladies bid at 450. £500,000 now, 550,000. At 550,000, it's back with the lady at 550. Give me 600,000, please. At 550, 600,000 is bid online. Thank you. 600,000. Say 50. At 600,000 pounds. 650 it's at already, actually, online. No, at 650,000. With the online bidder at 650,000 pounds. David, come in here at 650,000. At 700,000 pounds is bid now. It's on the telephone at 700,000. 750,000 against you. At 750. Back with the online bidder at 750,000 pounds now. Alex, let's say one more, please. At 750,000 pounds. 750. 800,000. Thank you, sir. At 800,000 now. At 800,000. 850,000 is bid now. 850. At 850,000 pounds. 850. Say one more. At 900,000. It's a new place here at 900,000. 950,000. Thank you, James. At 950. Give me a million. 950. At 950,000, you see it here, it's online, with the online bidder, £1 million. Thank you. At £1 million. 1,100,000. At 1 million what? 1 what? At £1,100,000. Try for 2, please. At 1,100,000, it's still online, and it's against you, Alex Lindsay, too, 1,100,000. 1,150,000. It's in another new place with David Schrader at £1,150,000. 1,200,000. At 1.2. Here at 1,200,000. Try 50. At £1,200,000. David, it's against you here. 1,250,000. It's back with David Schrader now. 1,250,000 here at Sotheby's. 1,300,000 is bid. Antonio, you bid it. 1.3. Looking for 50. Give me 50. Still 3 of you in it at 1,300,000 and the absentee bidder online at £1,300,000. At £1,300,000. Say one more. Yep. At 1,300,000. Just be patient online. We're just waiting for our telephone bidder at 1,300,000. At 1,300,000. £1,350,000. Thank you, David. 1,350,000. At 1,350,000. It's here. 1,400,000 is bid. Thank you so much. At 1,400,000. It's at home again at 1,400,000. Sotheby's.com at £1,400,000 now. At 1,400,000. Here online at 1.4. Let's go on, David. At 1,400,000. 1,400,000. Give me 50. 1,450,000. Here it is. It's back with David again at this side of the room at 1,500,000. 1.5. 1,550,000. Thank you, Alex. It's in another new place at 1,550,000. With Alex Lindsay at 1,550,000. 1,600,000 now, Alex, against you. 1,600,000. Try 50, please. At £1,600,000. Still online at 1,600,000. Not yours yet, Alex, at 1,600,000. Need 50 from you. Say one more. This fabulous picture, £1,600,000. 1-6. And 1,600,000. 1,650,000 now. It's back again with David Schrader on the telephone. 1,700,000 is bid now. It's online again at £1,700,000. 1-7. At 1,700,000. I'm looking for 50 from either of you, Alex Lindsay or David Schrader, at £1,700,000. It's with our online bidder, thank you so much, on SOTHEBY'S.com for the online bidding at £1,700,000. Looking for 50 now for either of you at £1,700,000. It's not yours on this side of the room either. £1,700,000. Any more? 1-7. Alex, want to try 50? 1,750,000. 1,750. 1,750,000. It's against you online now. 1,750,000. It's with David Schrader here on the telephone, our colleague from New York, at 1,750,000. 1,800,000 now. At 1-8. 1-8. Try one more. At £1,800,000 now. Still with the bidder online, against you, Alex. Is that just one bid, or are we going to have another one? 1,800,000. Try one more at 1,800,000. 1,800,000. Difficult pictures to find. At 1,800,000. At 1,800,000 for the Yuknevik. At 1,800,000. New artist record, of course, at 1,800,000. Say one more. At 1,800,000. Here still, thinking with David at £1,800,000. 1-8. Try 50. 1,850,000. Thank you, Alex. At 1,850,000. It's back with Alex Lindsay there at £1,850,000. On the further telephone at 1,850,000. Alex has bid and it clears you both now. £1,850,000. Again against you on this side of the room at 1,850,000. Are you out online at £1,850,000? 1,850. It's with Alex Lindsay, and it's against you, David. I think I'm selling it here at 1,850,000. The hammer is coming up here. It's against you, David. Are you out? £1,850,000. Fair warning to you, and very fair warning to you also at home, online at 1,850,000. Multiple assistants tonight, David, by the sound of things. At 1,850,000, ably assisted by Antonia and Caroline at 1,850,000. Looking for 9 from you. David, how's your persuasion going? At 1,850,000, have to hurry you now. At £1,850,000. What, do you want it? At 1,850,000. No? We're going to leave it alone? And selling, final warning. And thank you very much for your bidding. Thank you online. Alex, congratulations. It's yours. £1,850,000. Thank you very much indeed. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you, our online bidder. Thank you very much, David. Congratulations, Alex, to your client and all the other bidders. Thank you so much. And we move on. Lot number 5, of course, is the Salmon Tour, the fabulous garden party painting showing here on the easel on my left. Great to have physical art back in our spaces along with yourselves. And I'm going to start the bidding here at 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000, 100,000 I have, 100,000 already, 120,000, 140,000. Thank you. Say 60, sir. 160,000, 180,000. No? At 180,000. Gentleman's bid on this side of the room. Thank you, sir. At £180,000. 200,000 is bid. Say 20, sir. At 200,000. Antonia Gardner's bidder at 200,000. Want to say 20? Here at 200,000 against you, sir. At 200,000. Try one more. At £200,000. On this side, at 200,000. Back with Antonia again at 200,000. Thank you, Antonia. I'm going to sell it now at £200,000. Against you on this side. Are you out, sir? No? At 200,000. Here it is. Antonia's bidder. And selling, last chance, at £200,000. Antonia? Still with you at 200,000. It's your bid at 200,000. Antonia, it's your bid at 200,000. Antonia? It's your bid at 200,000. Good. Just want to clarify that. At £200,000, I'm going to sell it here. Last chance at 200,000. Is this a problem with the board? It's saying 220. Sorry, the bid is at 200,000. Yeah, it's your bid at 200,000. Yeah. Oh, it's online. I'm so sorry. We've got an online bidder at 220. Thank you very much indeed. At 220, it's against you now, Antonia, at 220. With the online bidder now at 220,000. I'm sorry, online. It's your bid now at 220. You'd have to give me 30 at least. At 220,000. Give me one more. At £220,000, I'm going to sell against you, Antonia, at £220,000. Say one more. You win. 220,000. Fair warning now. Last chance. At £220,000. Antonia. 230,000. Thank you. At £230,000. Back with Antonia again at 230,000. You need to bid 240 at home if you wanted it. 230,000. It's here with Antonia again at 230,000. On the telephone at 230,000. Here it is. In New Bond Street at 230,000 with Antonia Gardner and selling. Last chance at £230,000. Thank you, Antonia. It's yours. It's paddle number 35 at 230,000. Thank you so much. And lot number 6 is the Eva Juskiewicz de Maria. Showing again on the easel, thank you very much indeed. And I'm going to start the bidding here at 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 pounds I have, 50,000 pounds I have, with a commission bid at 50,000, I can sell at 50,000, 60,000, 70,000 I have here. At 70,000, say one more, 70,000. At 70,000. Where is the bid? 75,000, I'm taking online. 80,000 is mine, Fergus. Say 85. It's mine with 80,000. 90,000, 95,000 is online at 95,000 pounds. Ahead of you here at 95,000, 100,000. With David at 100,000. 110,000 is bid. Online again at 110,000. Against you, Fergus, at 110,000 pounds. 120,000 is bid. Online again at 120,000 pounds. At 120, 130. It's back with David again at 130,000 pounds. 130,000. Here, with David, 140,000. It's against you. 180,000. Yeah, here's a man who knows how to bid. Thank you, David Rothschild, at 180,000 pounds. At 180,000. It's your bid at 180. At 180,000 pounds. With David Rothschild at 180,000. Against you on this side at 180,000. It's with David Rothschild. It's against you, Alex, at the moment. 190 now against you, David. Say 200,000, please. 190,000. Looking for 2 from you. It's online now. 190,000 pounds. 190. And against you, Alex Lindsay, at 190,000 pounds. 190. 190,000. I'm going to sell it here to the online bidder. Against you both here. 190,000. Looking for 200,000. Fergus, are we out? 200,000. Thank you, David. At 200,000. Taken from you at 200,000 pounds. You bidding, sir? No. At 200,000. It's back with David Rothschild on the further telephone. 220,000. At 220. Try 240. 220. At 220,000 pounds. Online at 220. And I need 240 from you, David, please. At 220. Bidding, sir? At 220. You've come a long way. 225,000 pounds. Thank you. 225. I'm taking from you. And he got married on Saturday, so yeah. At 225,000. Give me 30 at 225,000 with David's bidder. Against you online now. 225,000. Give me 230 is bid now. At 230,000. Want to go on, David? At 230,000 now. At 230,000 pounds. 250 now is bid online at 250,000. Thank you, online at 250. At 250,000 pounds. It's with the online bidder. It's the battle of the online bidders here at 250,000. You out, David? At 250,000, I'm going to sell it now. The hammer is coming up. 280 now is bid again at 280 online again. At 280,000 pounds. At 280,000. Still online against you, David. It's the pair of online bidders at 280, and I'm selling it here. Last chance at 280,000 pounds. Thank you very much indeed. Sold online. It's paddle number, it's at 137. 187. Thank you very much indeed. And moving on, the moment we've all been waiting for. We have, of course, Banksy's Love is in the bin. Now, I'm sure many of you will remember the artwork shredding in this very location 3 years ago, just seconds after the hammer fell. And at that moment, Girl with Balloon became an unexpected piece of performance art and a newly created artwork. We have, ladies and gentlemen, for your delectation, Lot 7, Lucky 7, property from a private European collector, the Banksy, Love is in the Bin, and I want to start the bidding here at £2,500,000, £2,500,000, £3 million, at £3 million, £3,500,000, £4 million now, £4,500,000. Take from you, madam, at £4 million. Five is the next bid. £4,500,000. £5 million is bid over here. £5 million. So give me 5, please. At £5 million now. At £5 million. Say 5, 5. £5,500,000 is bid online. £6 million is my bid now. It's £6 million. £6,500,000. £6,500,000. £7 million is bid with the absentee bidder now in the book at £7 million. At £7 million, £7,500,000 is bid here at £7,500,000 now. At £7,500,000. Anybody else? £7,500,000. You bidding, sir? £7,500,000. At £7,500,000. £8 million is in a new place. Thank you, Nick. At £8 million here. On another telephone at £8 million. And against you, Emma, £8,500,000 is bid again with Michael. With Michael Buhanda now at £8,500,000, £9 million is with Nick again at £9 million there. It's on this side of the room here at £9 million at the moment at £9 million. At £9 million, £9,500,000 is bid at £9,500,000. It's back with Michael again at £9,500,000. Your bid, sir. At £9,500,000. Should we say 10 million? At £9,500,000. Say one more. At £9,500,000. Where's the bid? £10 million. Are you bidding, madam? At £10 million. It's still with Nick again at £10 million. It's back on the telephone at 10 million. £10,500,000 now. 10.5. There it is. £10,500,000. What a bid, sir? £10,500,000. And against you, Nick, at £10,500,000. £11 million now is bid at £11 million. And against you again on this side at £11 million. It's all on this side, the left bank towards me. At £11 million for the Banksy, £11,500,000 is bid. At £11 million, are you bidding, sir? At £11,500,000. At £11 million, just reprocess from one to the other. £11,500,000, £12 million now. At 12 million. At £12 million. At £12 million. On this side, £12,500,000 is bid at £12,500,000 now. Again, on the telephone, it's Michael's bidder at £12,500,000. Any more? At £12,500,000. You're bidding over here at £12 million, £13 million now. At £13 million. At £13 million. £13,500,000. Emma Baker in a new place now at £13,500,000. At 13.5. Is that a bid, sir? At 13,500,000. 13.5. 14 million. Thank you, Nick. 14 million. And against you, Emma, at 14 million pounds. Try 5. At 14 million pounds. 14 million. Here it is. 14 million. Give me 5. At 14 million pounds. At 14 million pounds. Here it is, up here on the telephone still, at £14 million. At 14 million. Anyone in the room want to come in at £14 million? 14 million. Bidding, sir? At 14 million. How about you, sir? At 14 million. Any more? It's here at 14 million. 14,500,000. Thank you, Emma. 14.5 now. Try one more. At £14,500,000. 14.5. £15 million. It's back with Nick again, thank you, sir. At £15 million. Further back at £15 million. Here it is, Nick Buckley-Wood's bidder at £15 million. Thank you, Nick. 15. At £15 million. At £15 million. 4 Love is in the bin. The first time at auction in this state at £15 million. And hopefully again, and still in the same state, at £15 million at another time, sometime in the future. At £15 million. It's here. Emma, are we going to say one more? At 15 million. 15,250,000. At 15,250,000. At £15,250,000. Here with Emma Bacon against you, Nick, on the telephone at £15,250,000. And against you in the room, £15,500,000. Thank you. It's going on, £15,500,000. At £15,500,000. Thank you, Nick. It's still with you at £15,500,000 on the further telephone here. And against you, Mike McCauley, and against you, Alexandra here. And against you, Michael, at £15,500,000. You coming in? At £15,500,000. Against you, Emma. Try 750. 15,750,000. There it is. £15,750,000. Next bid's going to be 16. £16 million. Here it is for this great icon, the Banksy, at £16 million. At 16. At £16 million. There it is. £16 million. Still with Nick. At £16 million, Emma. Against you here, it's Nick's bid. Still with Nick. Don't let this one go. It's £16 million. At £16 million for the great iconic Banksy. Are they out? Thanking them anyway. At £16 million, ladies and gentlemen, we are selling the Banksy here at Sotheby's. You were here for this fantastic moment at £16 million. Alex, you coming in? I can't tell you how terrified I am to bring down this hammer. Just checking that everyone is accounted for. We know who you all are. And selling, ladies and gentlemen, for a new world record, the Banksy, Love Is in the Bin, sold to you, £16 million. Congratulations. Number 40. Nick, congratulations. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you so much. And it's still there. Can't believe it. And we move on, ladies and gentlemen. The Bridget Riley, thank you very much indeed. Bastien and Helena, if we could just move to one side, show the wonderful Riley. There it is behind you. If we could show that, thank you so much. The red return showing on my left. There it is, the Bridget Riley, and I'm going to start with some interest here. At 850,000, 850,000, 900, thank you, Alex, 900,000, 950, 1 million, thank you, Mackie, so much, at £1 million is your bid at £1 million here with Mackie, at £1 million, and of course, selling at £1 million, and against you, Marina, at £1 million. On my right, at £1 million, there it is, at £1 million. At £1 million here, for the Riley at £1 million, and selling it here at £1,050,000 with the Hugo Cobb at £1,050,000, thank you, Hugo, £1,050,000. Still with you at £1,050,000. Give me one, please. It's Hugo's bid, £1,100,000. Thank you, Marina, at £1,001,000. At £1,100,000. Yeah, £1,001,000. Give me 50, please, at £1,100,000. Need 50 from you. It's here with Marina at £1,100,000. Say 50, sir. At £1,100,000 on this side. And needing 50 from you, please. 1,150,000. You heard him here at £1,150,000. For the Riley, £1,150,000. At £1 million. Yep, 1,200,000. Thank you, Marina. 1,200,000. It's your bid at 1,200,000. At £1,200,000. Any more? 1,200,000. At 1,200,000. Brooke will be coming in at 1,200,000. 1,250,000. Thank you. I thought it might be there. At £1,250,000. At 1,250,000. At 1,250,000. Brooke Lampley's bidder here at £1,250,000. And against you there, £1,250,000. I'm going to sell it. Against you, Marino. Are you out? Yes? Thank you so much. At £1,250,000. Hugo, we're out? Yes? At £1,250,000. Brooke, please thank your bidder. Thank you very much indeed. Paddle 57, thank you so much. At £1,250,000. Thank you, sir. And lot number 9 is the wonderful Castellani. Property from a private European collector. Thank you so much. The Superficie Bianca, number 33. And again, I'm starting here with some interest. Sorry, I should have read the fact there are some notes on it, but I can read those. Yeah. Here it is, the Castellani, one of the influential flawless white canvases, of course, that defined the artist's career. In fact, this was exhibited in 1966 at the Venice Biennale and since shown in all of Castellani's major international exhibitions. So great, great work from a European private collection. And I'm starting here at 450,000, 500,000, 550,000, out 550,000 for the Castellani at £550,000. At 600,000. Thank you, Ashcan. At 600,000. It's your bid now. At 600,000. Selling here at 600,000. Are we bidding here at 600,000 pounds? 650 now. Thank you very much. 650 now. It's with Lorenzo at 650,000 pounds. Against you, Claudia. At 700,000. Emma Baker's bidder at 700,000 now. And looking for 50 at 700,000 on this side. At 700,000 pounds. At 720. Oh, going backwards. Okay, 720. Thank you, Caroline, for coming in here at 720,000. Caroline Lang's bidder here at 720,000. It's your bid for this beautiful painting. 750,000 now with Ashcan against you. And I'll take 780,000 pounds. 780. I've taken it on this side now from Claudia Dweck. Thank you so much. It's 780. At 780,000 pounds for this extraordinary work. At 780,000. Here with Claudia at 780. Give me 800,000. Thank you so much, Caroline. At 800,000 pounds. At 800,000. Caroline's bidder at 800,000 pounds. At 800,000 pounds. Caroline's bid at 800,000 pounds. Ashcan, give me 50. At 800,000. Still with Caroline. 820. 850. It's here at 20. 50. 850. 850,000. Ashcan? 880,000. Thank you, Caro. At 880,000. It's your bid now at 880. 880,000 against you, Isabella, and against you, Claudia, on this side at 880,000 pounds. 880. At 880,000. 900,000. Thank you, Claudia. At 900,000. It's against you here at 900,000 pounds. You want to bid, madam? At 900,000. 920. Ladies first, Ashcan. At 920,000. Try 50, though. 920,000. Still with Caroline at 920, but 50 would be yours. At 920,000. Want to bid? At 920,000. Still with Caroline. And against you, Claudia. 950. At 950. Here at 950,000 pounds. It's Claudia's bidder at 950. I need 80 from you. 980,000. It's your bid at 980. Claudia. Can we have $1 million? At 980. Still with you on this side at 980,000. It's Caroline Lang's bidder at 980. And looking for $1 million at 980,000. Claudia, we're going to go on. At 980, it's on this side. £1 million. Thank you. At £1 million. Have to make it at least 50 at 1 million. On this side behind you at £1 million. Still with Claudia Twig. 1,050,000. Thank you. At 150. At 1,050,000. Next bid's going to be 1-1. At £1,050,000. At 1,050,000. Here it is. At £1,050,000. At 1,050,000. Say 1. 1,050,000 is Caroline's bidder. Against you, Ashcan. It's against you, Claudia. Thank you so much. And selling at £1,050,000. Thank you, Caroline. Paddle number 47. Thank you so much, and many, many congratulations for this beautiful picture. Thank you. And lot number 10, we turn, of course, to the seminal example. Thank you so much, showing above everybody's head the wonderful mapper, the Boetie. And a seminal example, of course, in the celebrated Mapper series, universally regarded as the artist's culminating achievement, which was bought directly from Boetie himself by the current owner in the 1980s. And I want to start the bidding here. At 1,400,000, 1,500,000, 1,600,000, 1,700,000 now, 1,700,000 against you here, £1,700,000. At £1,700,000. At 1,700,000, you're bidding in the room. At 1,700,000, 1,800,000. I take here, 1,800,000. Give me 9. At 1,800,000. Next bid's going to be 9. Give me 9. Where is the bid? 1,009,000. Thank you, sir. 1,009,000. £2 million with James Sevier, and against you in both places. All three places. 2,200,000 now. No, it's at 2-2 already. Have to say 4 now at 2,200,000. Gentleman's bid at 2,200,000 here. It's in the room here at 2,200,000. 2,300,000 is bid. Will you say 4, sir? At £2,300,000. It's Alex Branchick's bidder at £2,300,000. Give me 4, sir. 2,400,000 is in a new place with Claudia Dweck at £2,400,000. Thank you, Claudia. 2-4. And against you, James, £2,400,000. Still with Claudia. 2-4. At 2,400,000. Against you, Michael. Against you in the room, sir. At 2,400,000 pounds. At 2,400,000. You're out, sir. At 2,400,000 pounds here. It's with Alex Branchik at 2,400,000 pounds. So sorry, Claudia, my mistake. At 2,400,000. Against you, Alex, in that case. Give me one more. At 2,400,000 pounds with Claudia. And selling against you, Stefano. Are we bidding? No? At 2,400,000 pounds. 2,450,000. Thank you, sir. 2,450,000. 2,450. 2,500,000. Say 50, sir. 2,500,000. Take 50 from you, sir. At 2,500,000. You out, sir? At 2,500,000. It's back with Claudia again. And selling this time against you, Alex, and against you on this side. The hammer is coming up. Fair warning. And selling at 2,500,000 pounds. Are you out? Thank you, Claudia. 2,500,000 is your bid. L0074. Thank you very, very much indeed. Sold as viewed was selling, of course, the Scully. Sold as viewed. Property of an American collector. Lot number 12, in fact. We're skipping lot number 11. It's lot number 12, the landline green blue. We have the Sean Scully for you, and I'm going to start the bidding here at £450,000. So 450,000, 500,000, 550,000 now, £550,000. 550. At £550,000. At 550,000, 600,000. It's Alex Lindsay's bid at £600,000 now. Thank you, Alex. At 600,000 against you, Emma. At £600,000, it's still with Alex Lindsay at 600,000, 650,000. Is Emma's bid now at 650,000? Give me 7, please. At £650,000. 650. At 650,000. 650,000. No, I'll take, well, 700 is my bid. It's with the absentee bid at £700,000. Still my bidder at 700,000. I can sell. It's against you both at £700,000. Give me 50, 750, 800,000 is my bid at £800,000 now. It's with the commission bid at £800,000. At 800,000. I'll take 20 from either of you at £800,000. At 800,000. Still my bidder at £800,000. Want a bid? No? At 800,000. 820,000, 850,000 is bid, with my bid again at 850,000. I'll take 70. At 850,000. No, sure. Still my bid. You might want to try at 850. Alex, you might want to try one more. At £850,000. Still with 850. It's my bidder with the commission bid. Come in. At 850,000. Fair warning now, and selling. Give me one more. Alex, give me, I'll take 70 from you. Alex, you want to try one more? I'll take 60 from you if you'd like to. At 850. 860, thank you, there we go. I'm out. It's your bid now at £860,000. It's with Alex Lindsay at £860,000 and selling, fair warning, at £860,000. Thank you, Alex. It's battle number 135. Thank you so much. Sold as viewed again, thank you very much indeed. The Aberdeen, lot number 13, property from a private German collection. The Baum painting here, showing on the screens, of course, all around the room for you. And I'm going to start the bidding here at 200,000, 220,000 now, 220, 240,000 now, 240, 260,000. Hugo's bidder. Your bid, 280,000 on this side. Thank you at 280. You're out now, Hugo. At 280, give me 300,000, please. At 280,000, it's Eddie's bidder at 280,000. Thank you, Eddie. It's your bid, sir. At 280,000. All on the telephone and selling at 280. At 280,000 on this side. Eddie, it's your bid at 280,000. I'm going to sell it now. Fair warning. Are you coming in, James? At £280,000. Still with Eddie again at £280,000. At 280,000. Any more? At 280. Selling it here. It's Eddie's bidder. Are you out, James? Let's make the decision now, please. At £280,000. At 280, Fair warning now, at £280,000. It's Eddie's bidder. Fair warning. You say 90? Last chance at £280,000. It's Eddie's bid. Thank you, Eddie. It's yours at 86 at 280,000. Thank you. And lot number 14 is Solders View. Thank you very much. Property for an important private collector. This is the Clifford Still portrait by York Baselitz. Wonderful work showing on the screens for us around the room. And we're going to start the bidding here at £280,000. At 280,000, 300,000, 320,000 now, 320, 340,000 is bid now at James at 340,000. I'm selling it on this side at 340,000. James Francis Fox's bidder at £340,000 here. Thank you, James, at 340,000. It's your bid here and selling at 340. At 340,000, I'm going to sell it this time. Thank you, James. It's your bid. Last chance at £340,000. Thank you, James. It's yours. Paddle number 103. And we move on to the Ernst Wilhelm Nye, also Solders View, property from an important private collection. The Traum, the Dream, and I want to start here, this wonderful picture here, showing on the screens at 180,000, £180,000, 200,000, 220,000, 240,000 now, £240,000, at £240,000, 240, at £240,000, 250,000. Thank you, David. It's 250,000. It's your bid at 250, 260,000. It's in a new place. Thank you, sir. 260,000. It's in the room at 260, 270. I took it from David A first. 270. Will you say 80, sir? 280,000. Thank you, sir. And against you, Basti, too. 290 is bid now. 300,000. Thank you, sir. At 300. Can we try 20, Basti? 320,000. Next bid will be 40, sir. At £320,000. It's Bastien's bidder at 320,000. 340,000. 360 in a new place. 360, it's already gone past you. Yep, it's your bid at 360. Yes? Yes? We need 80 from you, Bastien. 380, thank you very much indeed. At 380,000. All on this side. It's Bastien Leuter's bidder at 380,000. Are you bidding? No? At 380,000. Would you like to say 400, sir? At 380,000, or I'm selling it on this side of the room. 380. 390, it's in a new place now. 390, thank you, sir. 400,000 now. In the room at 400,000. You out, sir? At 400,000. Gentleman seated still at £400,000 against you all, Basti. 420,000. 420. Yes, no, sir? At 420,000 on this side, with Bastien and selling at £420,000, your bid, and against you both in the room at £420,000. Bastien, it's with you. Final warning and selling for £420,000. 440,000. Thank you for coming back, sir. Thank you, Antonia. At 440,000. At 440. At 440,000. 450,000. Try 60. There it is. 450,000. Want to try 60, sir? At 450,000 on this side. No? 460. Yes? 460,000. Instead of 460,000. 460. 470. What do we think? Want to say one more, sir? 470. 480. No? Basti's out. It's with you, sir, and selling it here, your bid, at 480,000. I'm going to sell it. The gentleman in the room, thank you, sir, at £480,000. Thank you very much indeed, sir. 933, thank you so much, 933. And that's at 480,000. And ladies and gentlemen, of course, next up is the first of a trio of wonderful abstract paintings by Gerhard Richter. Thank you very much indeed. Ably shown on this side of the room from one of the most sought-after periods of the artist's career. Acquired 35 years ago by the German collectors Helga and Walter Laus, very shortly after they were painted, these works have remained with the same family ever since, and we're going to start with a large work in the middle, of course, the SD work, 1985, this fabulous, fabulous abstract painting, fresh to market here, first time at auction. And I want to start the bidding at £6 million, £6 million, 6,200,000, 6,500,000, 6,800,000 now, 6,800,000. That's £6,800,000. That's £6,800,000, £7 million. Thank you very much indeed. £7.3 million. Thank you, Hugo. It's £7,300,000. That's Hugo's bidder. £7,500,000 is bid with David Schrader now. And against you both on this side, it's £7,500,000. £7,800,000. Alex's bid at £7,800,000. £8 million now. It's back with David Schrader at £8 million. At £8 million. I'm looking for two at £8 million, please. £8,100,000. At £8,100,000. It's against you, David. It's at £8,100,000. It's with Alex Branchik, £8,200,000. Thank you, sir. At £8,200,000. £8 million. At 8.2. At $8,200,000. It's worth it, Alex. At $8,200,000. Beautiful painting at $8,200,000. They don't come along very often like this at $8,200,000. At £8,200,000. Here it is on this side at 8.2. At $8,200,000. It's David's bidder at 8,200,000. Here at 8,200,000. Want to try 8,300,000. At 8,200,000, still with David Schrader here, £8,200,000. Any more? 8,200,000. Still with you, David. And against you, Hugo, and against you, Alex. Selling it on the telephone here. You out? Thank you so much. Last chance for the abstract at £8,200,000. Thank you, David. At 8,200,000. That's panel number 68. Thank you. And we move on, of course. Number 17 is the next work, the furthest one. Thank you so much. Showing on your far left, ladies and gentlemen. The abstractist build, of course. And I'm going to start the bidding here at £4 million, 4,200,000, 4,500,000, 4,800,000 now. £5 million now. Thank you, Alex, at £5 million. 5,200,000 with Hugo again at 5,200,000, 5,500,000. Thank you, Alex, at 5,500,000 now. At 5,500,000. Any more? £5,500,000. At 5.5. 5,700,000. Thank you, Mackie, at 5,700,000. Give me one more here at 5,700,000. At 5.7. £6 million. Thank you, Alex. It's £6 million here. Still with you, it's £6 million. 6,200,000. 6,400,000. At 6.4. At £6,400,000. 6.4. 6,500,000. Thank you, Mackie, at 6,500,000. Try 8. At 6.5. At 6,500,000, it's Mackie's bidder here at 6,500,000. On the telephone on this side of the room at 6,500,000, still with Mackie. Up here at £6,500,000. And look at his seller, 6.5. 6.6 is bid now. 6,600,000. Mackie, what do you have? At 6.6. At 6.6. Want to try 7? At 6,600,000. At 6,600,000 and selling. Fair warning, it's against you, Mackie, this time. It's Alex's bid and selling for 6,600,000. You out? 6.7 is bid. 6.7. Is it no you intend to bid or no he's definitely out, Alex? At 6,700,000. Say one more, please. At 6,700,000. Still with Mackie. I'm going to sell it this time now. At 6,700,000. Fair warning, it's Mackie's bid. Alex, are you retiring gracefully this time? Is that out? 6.7. Fair warning. Thank you, Mackie. It's your bid at £6,700,000. Sold.
Okay. Sold.
Congratulations, 142. And lot number 18, the last of the wonderful Richters. Alex, if you could move to one side, just let the room see it. No, he's ensconced, but it's this one closest to us, behind Alex Branchik. Thank you, Alex, the wonderful abstract. The last one here. And starting the bid here, ladies and gentlemen, at £4 million, £4,200,000, £4,500,000, £4,800,000, now £4,800,000, £5 million is bid from Hugo at £5 million here, and sell it at £5 million. At £5 million now. Thank you, Hugo. It's your bid at £5 million. I'm going to sell it. It's Hugo Cobb's bidder. It's against you further back at £5 million here on the telephone at £5 million, and selling here with Hugo. It's your bid, sir, at £5 million. Last chance at £5 million. Thank you, Hugo. That's panel number 99. Thank you so much. And lot number 19 is the next of the works from Albert Uhrlen. Barmy, behind you. Thank you very much indeed. There it is. Property from a private German collection, the Untitled painting. Fabulous picture here. Showing on my left, of course. And I'm going to start the bidding here at 350,000, 350,000, 400,000, 450,000 now, 500,000. Thank you, sir. It's your bid now at £500,000. And I can sell to you at £500,000. 550,000 is Barmy's bid at 600,000 now. It's back with the gentleman in the room at 600,000. 650, sir. 700,000 is yours, sir, at £700,000. I need 50 from you, Barmy. It's here in the room. Thank you, sir, at £700,000. Next bid's going to be 50, of course. At £700,000. Still with the gentleman here at £700,000. You out, Barmy? At £700,000. At £700,000. Still in the room, 700. Your bid, sir, and selling. Last chance at 700. Isabel, we're coming in. You out? No? And it's the bid here. It's yours at £700,000. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. That's panel number 930 at 700,000. And lot number 20. Property from a private European collector. Of course, we have the wonderful work by Piero Manzoni's celebrated Achrome series, which has been this time in the same private collection since the early 1970s, a wonderful Italian collection. Great, great object here. And starting here at £200,000, 200,000, 220,000, 250,000, 250,000, 280,000, at £280,000, 280, at 280,000, 300,000. It's Claudia's bid, 300,000, starting us off at £300,000, at 300,000. With Claudia at £300,000. There it is, at 300,000. 320,000. At 320. Thank you, Alex. At 320,000. Give me 50. 350,000. 350. At £350,000. Next bid's going to be 380. 380,000. Thank you, Alex. At 380. At 380,000. At 380 now. Where's the bid? Your bid, sir, here. Sorry, £400,000. Thank you very much indeed. Your bid at £400,000. And against you, Alex, this time at £400,000. Gentleman seated at 400,000. Looking for 20. 420,000. 440,000. What did we say? 460,000, 480,000. At 480, 500,000. No? At £500,000 here, on the telephone still at 500,000. Still with Alex Lindsay here at £500,000. And I'm going to, 520, thank you, sir. 520 now. Against you, Alex. At £520,000. 540,000. Here at 540,000, going to sell it here. It's against you, Alex, and it's against you in the room at £540,000. Not yours, sir. At £540,000. Thank you, Alex. Paddle number 32 at 540,000. And we go on to lot number 21, another work by Castellani. Soldier's View, thank you very much indeed. Another Superficie Bianca. Superficie, and I'm going to start the bidding here at 250,000, 280,000, 300,000, 320,000 now at £320,000. At £320,000. At 320,000. Any more? 320,000. 350 is bid now. Thank you, Antonia. 350,000 pounds. It's on the telephone and selling here. 350,000 pounds. 350,000. Here it is. It's Antonia's bid at 350,000 pounds. I'm going to sell it at 350. 380 is bid in the room now. 380. At 380,000 pounds. And against 400,000. Lorenzo's bid ahead of you all at 400,000. Give me 20. At 400,000 pounds. Antonia, we're saying one more. At 400,000, 420 is bid now. It's back with Antonia at 420,000 pounds. No, it's already at 420. Next bid's going to be 450. Thank you, Lorenzo. At 450,000. And looking for 80. 480 now. It's Antonia's bid again at 480,000 pounds. 480. 500,000. Thank you, sir. 500,000 pounds. Back with Lorenzo again. It's your bid, sir, at 500,000. Needing 20 from you now, Antonia. If we're going to break the bid at 500,000 pounds, you're out. Everybody else out? 520 is yours, sir, of course. 520. Thank you, sir. 550. 570. You give me 600. 600,000 is bid. Take 20 from you, sir. 620 is yours, sir. 650. 670. 700,000. Want to try 20? 720. 750. No? Here at 750,000. You out, sir? Thank you anyway. At 750,000. Here on Lorenzo's telephone, it's yours bid, sir, and I'm going to sell it at 750,000 pounds. Thank you very much indeed. Paddle number 4. Thank you. Don't see that paddle very often. Thank you so much. And 22 is next. Also Soda's View, another work by Boety, the Biro now. And E Resto. And I'm going to start at 180,000, 200,000, 220,000 now at 220,000 pounds. 220. At 220,000 pounds. 250. Thank you, Ashcan. It's your bid. And I can sell at 250,000 pounds. At 250,000. So on the telephone here, it's Ashcan Spinner. I can sell it for 250,000. James, we're going to come in. 260 now. At 260,000 pounds. 260. Ashcan? At 260,000. Ashcan, please use a landline in the future. Thank you. At 260,000 pounds. 270 is bid. At 270,000 pounds. 280 now. At 280,000 pounds. 290. Thank you, Ashcan. At 290. 300,000. There it is. At 300,000 pounds. Ashcan, want to say 10, sir? At 300,000 pounds. Still with you, James. At 300,000 pounds. There it is. 300,000. Ashcan, are we going on? Is that 310? 310,000. 310,000 now. Still with Ashcan again at 310. At 310,000 pounds. 310. No? It's Ashcan's bid at 310,000 pounds. Still with you, sir. I'm going to sell it. Last chance. At 310,000 pounds. Thank you, Ashcan. Thank you very much. Paddle number 30. And we move on, of course, the side Twombleys. Soda's View, thank you very much indeed. The extremely rare large-scale diptych on paper by Cy Twombley, created while the artist was living, of course, in Italy. And I'm going to start the bidding here at 2,100,000, 2,200,000 now, 2,200,000, 2,300,000, 2,400,000 now, 2,500,000. Thank you, Mike. At 2,500,000 pounds. It's your bid, 2,500,000. At 2,500,000, and selling, of course, at 2,500,000. Any more? Too far. At 2,500,000 pounds. On the further telephone with Mike McCauley here at 2,500,000. It's your bid, sir. At 2,500,000. Alex, do you want to bid at 2,500,000? No? There it is. 2,500,000 and selling for 2,500,000 pounds. Thank you, Mike. It's yours at 2,500,000. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you for coming, sir. at 2,500,000. That's lot number 24, of course, is the exceptional work by Shiraga from the artist's celebrated Water Margin series, the first in a group of works in the collection of wonderful famed sculptor and artist Anish Kapoor. And I'm going to start the bidding here at 1,400,000, 1,500,000, 1,600,000, at 1,600,000, 1,700,000, at 1,700,000 pounds, at 1,700,000, any more, 1,700,000, at 1,700,000, at 1,700,000, at 1,700,000, 1,800,000 now, at 1,800,000, at 1,800,000, 1,900,000, at 1,900,000, fair warning, last chance, at 1,900,000 pounds. Is not sold at 1,900,000. And 25 is being withdrawn, so we move on to lot number 26. The Joseph Beuys, the oven sculpture, artist's perspective, again, property from the collection of Anish Kapoor, showing here on my left. And I'm going to start the bidding here at 220,000, 230,000 now, 230,000 pounds, 230. At 230,000. At 230,000 pounds. Any more? 230,000. At 230,000 pounds. At 230,000 pounds. 230. Last chance. Fair warning now. It's against you, bro. We're just trying to get the telephone bidder on the line. At 230,000 pounds. Take your time. At 230 now. At 230,000. Just waiting for Brooks bidder at 230,000 pounds. Yeah, at 230,000. It's against you, Brooke, at 230. At 230,000. At 230,000. Still waiting for you at 230,000 pounds. Take your time at 230. At 230,000 now. For the Beuys from Anish's collection at 230,000 pounds. You're going to bid 230,000 pounds. It's against you, Brooke, at 230,000 pounds. Say 40. No? At 230,000. We're trying again, yeah? One more time. At 230,000. At 230,000. Just ask for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. At 230,000, just trying to get a telephone bidder on the line, sure? At 230,000, thank you anyway. Last chance, at 230,000 pounds. Is a pass at 230,000. And moving on to the last of the works from Anish Kapoor's collection, the Philip Guston head from 1972. Thank you very much indeed, showing here. And I'm going to start the bidding here at 220,000, 240,000, at 240,000, 260,000, at 260,000 pounds, 260. At 260,000 pounds, any more, 260,000. At 260,000, last chance, 280,000. Thank you, Brooke, at 280,000 pounds. Your bid now, 280. At 280,000 pounds. Brooks bidder at 280 and selling, fair warning, for 280,000 pounds. Thank you, Brooke. It's 117 for 280. And lot number 28 is the Gormley work, sold as viewed. Thank you very much. The fix 2, the sculpture here. And I'm going to start at 120,000, 140,000, 160,000 now, 160 at 160,000 pounds. 160,000. 180 is Fergus's bid at 180,000. Is your bid, sir, at 180,000. You're coming in, Antonia, at 180,000 pounds. Still with Fergus Duff on this side of the room at 180. At 180,000. It's bid at 180. At 180,000. 190. I'll take at 190. Fergus, I'm going to round it up at 190. Want to give you 200,000? Still at 190,000. It's Antonia's bid behind me at 190. And looking for 200,000 from you, sir. At 190,000 pounds. Fergus, what are you going to say? 190. At 190,000 pounds. Any more? 190. That's Antonia's bidder at 190,000. You going to go on, sir? At 190 and selling it, Fergus. Against you, sir. You out? Fair warning. And Antonia's bid for 190,000 pounds. Thank you. It's paddle number 35. And lot number 29, of course, is the work by Miriam Khan, an artist born in 1949, making her debut here in a sale at Sotheby's, his fabulous head. The Diesem Frühling Überlebt, showing on my left. Some interest here. I can already start at 10, 20, 25,000 pounds I have with a commission bid. 25,000, 28,000, 30,000 is with me. 35,000. I'm out now. It's your bid, Ashcan, at 35,000 pounds. Ashkan's bid at 35,000. It's against you online. 38,000 is bid online now. 40,000. Thank you, Ashkan, at 40,000 pounds. Against you online. 42,000 in the room here. 42. Thank you for your bid. 45,000 is another bid at 45,000. 48,000. Want to try 50, please? At 48,000 pounds on my left-hand side here. 48,000. 50,000 in a new place. 50,000 pounds. Next bid's going to be 55. Lady here, 50,000 pounds. Thank you so much. At 50,000 pounds, give me 5, please. At 50,000 pounds, at 55,000 is bid. At 55,000 pounds now. Try 60. At 55,000. Here it is, at 55,000. Want to try 60 now, Ashkan? No? You out? At 55,000, it's here, and it's against you online, and against you on the telephone, so say 60. 60,000 pounds. 60,000, thank you. 60,000. 60,000. Here it is. The next bid's going to be 65. 65 at 60,000. Here it is. Do you want to say 65? No, next bid 65. At 60,000 pounds. Here it is. Looking for 5, please, from you. At 60,000 pounds, I'm going to sell it. Last chance. At 6. Thank you. At 65,000 now. Want to say 70? At 65,000 pounds. It's on the further telephone and selling at 65,000 against you, Hugo. Last chance at 65,000 pounds. Sold. Thank you very much. It's paddle number 41. And lot number 30 is next. The wonderful Paula Rega, the last of the dog series here. And of course, coinciding with her wonderful show, the retrospective at Tate Britain, I highly recommend. Wonderful, wonderful show by this great Portuguese-English artist here. The Paula Rega, the good dog, fabulous pastel on canvas. And I can start here at 650,000 pounds. 650,000, 700,000 now, it's 750,000. At 750,000 pounds. 750,000 pounds. 750,000. 800,000 is bid. Thank you, madam, at 800,000. It's your bid currently at 800,000 pounds. Ladies bid here at 800,000. 850,000 is bid now at 850,000. At 850. At 850,000 pounds. At 850,000. It's Hugo's bidder at 850,000 pounds. Any more? 850. 900,000. Thank you, madam, at 900,000 pounds now. At 900,000. It's against you, Hugo, at 900,000 pounds. Ladies bid at 900,000 pounds. Thank you so much. At 900,000. At 900,000 pounds. At 900,000. Ladies bid again at 900,000. 920,000 is bid. 920. Take 50, madam, from you. At 920,000 pounds. Hugo's bid at 920. At 920. Give me 50. At 920,000 pounds. On my right at 920. 950,000. Thank you, Barmy. 950. New bidder. At 950. Are we going on? At 950. It's against you both. The 950s. Barmy's bidder now at 950,000 pounds. 970,000. 970. Barmy. Try again. At 970,000 pounds. Madam, we'll try another one. 970,000 pounds, you sure? Next number sounds so much better, of course, at 970,000. No? At 970,000, and again with the new artist record, it's your bid here, and selling for 970,000 pounds. Thank you, Hugo, well done. Number 18, thank you. At 970,000 pounds. And lot number 31, we turn, of course, to the Lucian Freud, Head and Shoulders of a Man by Lucian, of course, from the collection of J.I. Kislak, which is being sold to benefit the Kislak Family Foundation and which was last sold in these rooms in 1993. The Head and Shoulders, and I'm starting here at 400,000, 450,000 out, 450,000, 500,000, at 500,000 pounds. At 500,000 pounds. At 500,000 pounds. Any more? 500,000. At 500,000 pounds. 550 is bid with James Sevier at 550,000 and selling here on this side at 550. What a bid, sir? 600,000. With the Hugo, it's against you now, James. It's 600,000 on this side. At 600,000 pounds. 650 is bid now. James is bidder again at 650. And looking for 7, please. At 650,000 on this side. 700,000. Yours again at £700,000. At 700,000, 750,000, 750, 750,000, 800,000 now. At 800,000. At 800,000. Try 50. 850, thank you, James. At 850. At £850,000. 900,000. At 900,000. At £900,000. No? It's here on this side, £900,000. And against you, James, I'm going to sell it here at 900,000. No? They've hung up. At 900,000. Here goes yours again at £900,000. Thank you. So,
66, please, sir.
60, all the sixes. 66. Thank you very much. Good night, madam. Thank you for coming. Good night. And we move on to lot number 32. Of course, another work by Lucian Freud. This time, the wonderful The Boat in Connemara. Showing on my left here. Here it is on the easel, the fabulous drawing. And I'm going to start here at £450,000. 450,000, 500,000, 550,000 out, 550. At £550,000. At 550,000. At £550,000. What a bid, sir? At 550,000. At 550. At £550,000. At 550,000. At £550,000. At 550. At 550, 600,000 now. At 600,000, 600, 650,000 now. 650,000, 700,000 now. At 700,000. At 700,000, against you there. At 700,000, last chance. Fair warning. At 700,000. Is unsold at 700,000. And lot number 33 is property from a private collection, the wonderful head here. The Frank Auerbach, the head of Catherine Lampert, showing here on my left. Beautiful painting here. And I can start the bidding here at £150,000. 150,000, 180,000, 200,000 now. At £200,000, 220,000. At £220,000. At £220,000. 220. At £220,000. Any more? £220,000. At £220,000. At £220,000. Fair warning now. At £220,000. Last chance. At £220,000. Not sold at 220,000. And we move on this time to the composition here, the wonderful 1947 painting, the Nicholas de Stael, with a distinguished exhibition history, having been included in some of the most significant retrospectives on de Stael's work to date. And of course, it is sold as viewed. Thank you very much indeed. That's the wonderful composition, showing on the screens here, the great detail of the painting here. And I'm going to start the bidding here at £750,000. 750,000, 800,000 now. At 800,000, 820,000. At £820,000. At £820,000. 820. At £820,000. At £820,000. At £820,000. Any more? 820,000. At £820,000. Against you here at £820,000. Against you, Tom, at £820,000. Fair warning now. Last chance. At £820,000. Not sold at 820,000. And lot number 35 is the Jardin Ferragiotimi, also sold as viewed. Thank you very much indeed, which is the barefooted scurry home, property of a private European collection. Some interest here, and I can start the bidding at 100,000, 120,000, 150,000, 180,000, 200,000, 220,000, 250,000, 280,000, 300,000, 320,000. Do you want to say 50, sir? 320,000, 350,000, 380,000. It's my bid. 390, 400,000. It's my bid. 420,000. It's your bid at 420,000. I'm out at 400,000. Your bid at 420,000. At 420,000, 450,000. Thank you, Marina. No, 480 is the next bid. You saying 480? Yep, £480,000. At 480,000. Give me 500,000, please. At 480,000, Marina, we're saying 500,000. At £480,000. At 480,000. At £480,000. Your bid, 480,000. Against you, Dave, at 480,000. Any more at 480,000 pounds? You saying 500,000? At 480,000 pounds. At 480,000. 500,000. Bid online at 500,000. No, next bid's 550. 550,000. Thank you, Hugo. At 550,000 pounds. 600,000 pounds. Thank you. At 600,000. Say 50. At 600,000. On the further telephone, it's 600,000 pounds. And against you, David, it's against you, Marina here at 600,000. Say 50. At 600. Take it from you at 620,000 here. Will you say 50? No, absolutely not. At 620, 650 is the next bit. At 620,000. Here it is, it's 620,000. Say 50. At 620,000, still with here, Hugo, at 620,000. I'll take it from you at 640. 660 will be the next one, though. 660, we're not taking 50. At 640,000 here, 640. Try 60. 640,000. Here it is, it's 640,000. Try 60. No. It's at 640,000 with David Rothschild. I'm looking for 660. 640,000. Still on this side. It's David's bidder and selling for 640,000. Hugo, what are we doing? At 640,000 pounds. 660 is bid online. That clears it up. At 660,000 now. It's still online at 660,000. David, 660,000 pounds. 660,000 pounds. You want to bid? At 660. No. Still with the online bidder. And I'm going to sell it here at 660,000 pounds, but not to you, David. Last chance. It's on the online bid. I'm giving you fair warning. Last chance. The hammer is coming up. 670,000. Give me 80. Please. At 670. It's against you online. At 670,000 pounds. And looking for 80. It's still online. It's all right. It's still with you, David. 670 and selling. Fair warning at 670,000 pounds. David, it's yours. Panel number 53 at 670. Thank you. Lot number 36 is sold as viewed. Thank you. Aus dem 38, the Parteitag, the York Immendorf painting. And it's showing on the screens, of course, around the room. And I want to start here at 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110,000 pounds already at 110,000 with my commission bid against you all at 110,000 pounds. 115,000, 120,000, Haley, is against you here, 120. Give me 30, please. At 120, will you say 30? At 120,000 is bid. At 130, Marina, I'm out. It's your bid now. 130,000 pounds. Marina's bid at 130. Still at 130,000 against you, Haley. I'm out, of course, at 130,000. And it's against you online at 130,000. Basti, want to say 40? Still Marina's bid, of course, at 130,000 pounds. And selling at 130,000. Last chance. 140,000. With Tom Edison. Thank you, Tom. At 140,000 pounds. Tom Edison's bid at 140. And it's against you all at 140. Haley, we out? You out? Yep, thank you. At 140 and selling, Tom's bidder, Basti against you now, and selling for 140,000 pounds. Thank you very much. It's panel number 17. And we move on to lot number 37. Also sold as viewed. Groundbreaking works from the collection of John Caldor. I'm delighted to announce we will be selling a number of other works from John's collection coming up in our New York November Contemporary Day Sale. Of course, esteemed, wonderful Australian collector. And we, of course, have the Andreas Gursky Chicago Mercantile Exchange now from his collection. He's an art collector, philanthropist, and founder of Caldor Public Art Projects, an organization that collaborates with international artists to create site-specific art projects in public spaces around Australia. I'm thrilled to offer this wonderful photograph here, sold as viewed, and I'm going to start the bidding here at 100,000, 120,000, 150,000, 180,000 now, 200,000, 220,000 is your bid. Take 220. I'll take it then from Mike. 250,000 is my bid, though, at 250 with the commission bid at 250 now. Want to say 280 is your bid at several places. 280 here. Want to say 300,000? 300,000. Thank you, madam. At 300,000 pounds. At 300,000. Ladies bid. 350 now. Head of you there at 350, Haley. Say 350 with you. Take 380, madam, next at 350,000. Say one more. 350,000 is Mike McCauley's. 380,000. Thank you, Haley. 400,000 is bid here. At 400,000, it's against you still at 400,000 pounds. At 400 in several places here at 400,000 pounds. Give me 50. At 400,000 pounds now. Up close here with Ashcan at 400,000 pounds. Still Ashcan's bidder at 400,000 pounds here. For the Gursky at 400,000 pounds. At 400,000 pounds. There it is at 400,000 pounds. Say one more. 400,000 pounds. Still with Ashcan at 400,000. Give me another one at 400,000 pounds. Mike, it's not yours. 400,000 pounds. At 400,000 pounds. Say another. At 400,000 pounds. What a bit? At 400,000 pounds. Here on my left. Haley, are we out? No? It's still with you, Ashcan. I'm going to sell it at 400,000. Want to come in? Take 20. You know how good this is. And in great condition. At 400,000. Can't tempt you. Fair warning. And selling at 400,000 pounds. Thank you very much. 63. And the next of the Boaty Works is next. Property from the estate of Gabrielle and Robert Lee. Thank you very much indeed. Here is the Senza Titolo showing on my left-hand left-hand side. And we're going to start here at 220,000, 250,000, 280,000, 300,000 I have. 300,000 is my bid. 300,000 pounds. At 300,000 pounds. At 300,000 with a commission bid, and I can sell at 300,000 pounds. My bidder at 300,000 pounds. Any more? 300,000. At 300,000, still my bidder. It's against you, Claudia. At 300,000, Alex will be coming in. No? Alex, are you bidding? At 300,000 pounds. At 300,000 is my bid. 300,000. Still with a commission bid. I'll take 10. Alex, I'll take 10 if you want it. 10? 310. Thank you very much. 320, though, is mine. Try 30, please. At 320. Need 30 from you. Might just get there. At 3, you sure? At 320,000, still my bidder, and selling, fair warning, at 320,000 pounds. So, panel number 79, that's with the commission bid. And we move on, lot number 39, the Malotti, Soda's View, thank you. La Bestia Villiero, property from a private European collector showing on the screens. And 120 starts at 120,000, 130,000, 140,000 now. 140, 150 is bid with Barmay at 150,000. Thank you, Barmay. It's your bid at 150,000 pounds. At 150, 160 now. Thank you, Stefano. 160, 170. Stefano, try 180, please. 180. Barmay. It's 180 against you. No, it's, yeah, 190 now. You take 190, thank you. Stefano, give me 200,000. 200,000. 220. 210, okay. 210. No? At 210,000, it's with Barmay, and I'm going to sell it here at 210,000 pounds. Thank you, Barmay. 109. 210. And lot number 40 is the wonderful Kusama, the Infinity Net, showing here the XAZ by Yayoi Kusama, showing up here. And we're starting the bidding at 400,000, 450,000, 500,000, out 500,000, 550,000, at 550,000 pounds. Any more? 550. You want to bid, sir? At 550,000 pounds. You bidding? At 550,000 pounds. 550. It's here at 550,000. It's against you, Nick. At 550,000 pounds. At 550,000. We're saying 6. At 550,000. Give me one more. 550. At 550,000 pounds. 550. At 550,000. 550,000. It's against you, Nick. At 550. Looking for one more. At 550,000. Fair warning. I'm going to sell it this time. At 550,000 pounds. Nick, yes, no? Nick, are we out? Can somebody have a word? Fergus? Is he bidding? Nick, is that a yes or a no? Ja oder nein? 550? It's about as far as it goes. 550,000. Not sold at 550,000. And we move on, of course. Lot number 41 is the Singer Samson, fabulous liftoff. Show on my left is great South African artist here. I'm going to start here with a liftoff at 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000 from Fergus, 70,000, 70,000, 80,000. Thank you, sir. At 80,000, 90,000, 100,000. At 100,000 pounds, 110,000. At 110,000, I wouldn't want you to leave empty-handed, sir. Try 20. At 110,000, 120 now. It's always another try. 150. Thank you, David Rothschild. At 150. Try 60, sir, please. At 150,000 pounds. Here with David Rothschild. 160 is bid. Thank you, Marina. At 160. They're only going to get more expensive, sir. At 160,000. Try 70. 170. It's David Rothschild's bidder at 170. At 170,000. Give me 80. 170 now. At 170,000 pounds. It's really good, sir. 170,000. You bidding? At 170,000 and selling. It's here at 170,000. Any more on this side? Haley, what a bid? At 170,000. 180. Bastien's bid. I'm so sorry, Marina. Almost exactly the same time. At 180, 190. It's back with David again. Try 200,000. Marina. Want to try 2? You bidding, madam? No, I don't think she is. 200,000. We got there eventually, Marina. Thank you. 210,000. It's back with David Rothschild at 210,000 pounds. And the next bid's going to be 20. 220. 220. David against you now, 220. At 220,000, it's with Bastien here at 220. David, I want to say 30, sir? In that mean pinstripe at 220,000. Say 30? No? It's here with Bastien. 225. Thank you. Bastien. Yep, that's good. 230,000. Say 5. Sure, you're out, you're out. 230,000 is bid. I'm going to sell it here. Thank you so much. Thank you, David. And selling for 230,000. 25 or 35? 235,000. Thank you, Michael. At 235,000. Bastien, do you want to say 40? Thank you. At 235,000. Need 40 from you. 235. Yes? And selling. It's Michael's bid. Michael Goodman here at £235,000. Fair warning. At £235,000. Bastien, 240. Quickly. 240,000, 245. It's bid online now. Against you here. I need 250 from either of you. 245. It's bid online at £245,000. Next bid's going to be 250. Thank you online at £245,000. At 245. Bastien? No? The bid is online at 245,000. 250? 250,000 now. It's back in the room at 250. At 250,000. With Bastien Loiter on the telephone here. Thank you, Bastien. It's your bid at £250,000. Are you going to bid online? At 250,000. 255,000. It's back with Michael again at 255,000. 255. Any more? Want to say 60? Bastien, way out. 255,000 is Michael's bidder and selling it here. Last chance. Fair warning at £255,000. Thank you, Michael. It's yours. Paddle number 53. Thank you so much. And of course, we have Ollie Epps' Love Song painting, which is sold as viewed. Thank you so much. One of the most iconic paintings from Epps' self-portrait series. which was featured on the front cover of Time Out magazine in 2019. And we're going to start here at 20,000, 22, 25, 28, 30, 32, 35, 38,000 pounds, 40,000, Alex, 45,000, 50,000, thank you, madam, 50,000, 55,000, 60,000, 65,000, 70,000, say 5, 75,000, 80,000, it's Mackie's bid. At 80,000, 85,000, it's back with the lady in the room, at 85,000 pounds, 90,000, James, 90,000, 95,000 with Hugo, 100,000, at 100,000 now. James Francis Fox at 100,000. At 100,000, want to say 10? At 100,000 pounds here. 100,000. Say one more. No? At 100,000 pounds. At 100,000 pounds. Thank you. At 100,000 pounds. We're selling it here. 100,000. Michael will be coming in again. At 100,000 pounds. On this side at 100,000 pounds. 110. I took it from Michael ahead of you, James, at 110,000. Hugo, need 20 from you. 120. 120. There it is. James, thank you very much. 120,000 pounds. James Francis Fox again at 120,000. Against you, Michael. Against you, Hugo. I'm going to sell it here at 120,000 pounds. 130. With Michael again at 130,000 pounds. At 130. 140. At 140,000. Michael. 140. Try for 50. 140,000 pounds. James is bidder and selling. Last chance at 140,000 pounds. A bid in the room, Alex? Where's the bid? Michael again? You bidding? At 140,000. No, and selling it. Last chance at 140. It's your bid. Thank you very much indeed. Paddle number 14. And we move on, ladies and gentlemen, to lot number 43, which is the Trey Abdallah sold as view. Thank you very much indeed. The backyard barbecue showing on the screens around you. And I'm going to start again at 32, 35, 38,000 pounds. Now 38,000 pounds against you, Brooke, at 38,000 pounds. At 38,000, any more? 38,000 pounds. 40,000. Thank you, Fergus, at 40,000. And selling 50,000. Antonia's bid against you now, 50,000 pounds. 60,000. Thank you, Nick, at 60,000. Against you, Antonia, this time, it's 60,000. It's Nick Buckley-Wood here at 60,000. Need 70 from you, Antonia. At 60,000 pounds. Say one more, please. It's 60,000 pounds. Nick's bidder at 60,000. And looking for 70 now. It's 60,000 pounds. Any more? 60,000 pounds. At 60. 65. Thank you, Antonia. 65,000. At 65. Here on this side at 65,000. I'm going to sell it. At 65,000, 70,000 is bid now. It's back with Nick again at 70,000 pounds. At 70,000 pounds. 70,000. 75,000. 75,000. Nick, you coming in? 80,000. 80,000. Give me 5. 90,000. At 90,000. Nick, do you want to go on? Here at 90,000 pounds, back with Antonia again at 90,000 pounds. I'm needing 100,000 from you, please. Against you, Alex, as well, at 90,000. 95,000, thank you. At 95,000. At 95,000 pounds. At 95,000. Still with Nick at 95,000. Against you, Brooke, on this side at 95,000 pounds. Any more at 95? At 95,000 pounds. Any more? 95. At 95,000 pounds. Fair warning and selling it here. Last chance. Alex, coming in. At 95,000 pounds. For the barbecue at 95,000 pounds. Any more? There's a lot of thinking going on, but not a lot of bidding. At 95,000 pounds. Okay, selling it here. The barbecue is going to overheat at 95,000 and selling. Alex, are we out? Next bidder, fair warning, at 95,000 pounds. Sold. There it is, at 95,000. Nick, can I have your paddle, please? Nick, can I have your paddle? Nick, paddle, please. Paddle, please. Number 17. Thank you. And we move on to the last lot of this evening's sale. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. The Micheline Thomas, the Claraval left from the Pomeranz collection in Vienna. And I'm going to start the bidding here at 120, 130, 140,000, 150,000 pounds. I have already with the commission bid and selling at 150,000 pounds. Against you all, but selling to me currently at 150,000. 160 is Marina's bidder. I'm out, Marina. It's your bid at 160,000 pounds. 170 with James Francis Fox. Are you saying 80 now, David? 170,000 is with James. At 170, 180 is Marina's bidder at 180 now. At 180,000 pounds. 190 now. David Rothschild at 190. Thank you, sir. 200,000. 200,000. Could we try 20 as the next bid? At 200,000 pounds. At 200,000 pounds. Any more? 200,000. 220. Thank you, Lorenzo. 220,000. At 220, 240. Thank you, Marina. At 240,000 pounds. 240. 250 now. Back with David Rothschild again at 250. And against you, David Schrader. 260 now. It's Marina's bidder. At 260. Want a bid? 270. Thank you, Lorenzo. 270. 280. It's worth a try. 300,000. At 300,000 pounds. At 300,000 pounds. 300 on this side of the room at 300,000 pounds. Any more? Still here at 300,000. Going to go on at 300,000 pounds. Any more? 300,000. Fair warning now at 300,000 pounds. I'm going to sell it. 320 now. It's Lorenzo's bid at 320. You're coming in here, David, at 320,000. Next bid's going to be 50. At 320,000. At 320 now. 330,000. Of course, David. At 330,000. It's worth a drink in Vegas. At 330,000. At 330,000. 350. Thank you, Lorenzo. I appreciate that. At 350,000. It's your bid now. At 350,000 pounds. For the Micheline. 360 now. It's back with David again at 360,000 pounds. Any more? 360,000 pounds. And against you all, at 360,000, David Schrader is currently taking it home. Not you, David. Not you, Lorenzo. It's David Schrader here. At 360,000, fair warning. And please remember that our day sale is closing tomorrow, the online sale. I will take 365, so I can plug the day sale. Midday closing. 3 p.m., I'm so sorry, 3 p.m. UK time, we have the day sales closing tomorrow. Please look at the wonderful gems in that sale. Fantastic Harlan Miller, great Damien Hirst, great Joseph Boyce, great Gursky, 365,000 and selling. Last chance, fair warning for 365 for this record-breaking Banksy sale. Last chance at 365. There it goes, sold. Thank you very much indeed. 151. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you so much for coming to Sotheby's. Have a very good evening. We hope you've enjoyed the evening. Thank you so much. Thank you.
J'ai fait un daydream comme un split screen.